Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're grinding out bicep curls or muscling the couch across the living room, crushing morning miles, or sprinting through back-to-back meetings, Smoothie King has fuel to help you maximize your workouts, own your recovery, and elevate your game. Give your body the energy, protein, and power it needs with a lineup of delicious smoothies made to help you conquer your goals. Only at Smoothie King.
The Toby Gribben Show podcast.
Thank you for downloading this episode of the Toby Gribben Show podcast. Don't forget you can listen to the full show live at shoutradio.org.uk and all of the clips right here on the podcast. Anyway, enjoy the interview.
Hey, I'm home. Honey? Hi, love.
Hi, love.
I just got in. Where are you?
I'm behind the shower curtain in the attic bathroom.
You're behind the shower curtain in the attic bathroom.
Yeah, kids found the sweets. Have fun getting them in bed. Love you. Bye.
Right.
Connect in every corner of your home with our enhanced coverage technology. Vodafone Super Wi-Fi, now with Wi-Fi calling. Together we can.
Subject to eligibility, activation and limitations with Vodafone Broadband. Install fee may apply. See vodafone.ie/super Wi-Fi.
Peacemaker J is a positive hip-hop artist from Fontana, California, just putting out positive music to the masses. And, you'll never guess what, he's on the line here just now. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm great. How are you, sir?
Yep, I'm doing great as well. It's great that we've finally got you here because I think there was something wrong with my calendar. It was given the wrong time zone and stuff, so we've sort of missed each other, but we're here now.
Yes.
Now, what would you say it is about your music that makes it positive?
I feel like I make music about life experiences, but how to kind of like hold on through those experiences, and how we should just question everything, how we should have our own mindset, how we should embrace the difference within self. I just try to make music that, you can feel, I'm very passionate about music and telling stories and just creating, that's the only thing I've really felt really passionate about, creating music, so it's amazing to really just be able to tell my story through the music and to hear the perspectives from other individuals, because music is different to everybody. You know what I mean? I can make a song about this, but to you it can mean something totally different, so and I feel like I do it without anything trying to take anything from me. Like, I don't make music to be famous. I make music because I'm an artist. You get where I'm coming from? So I feel like I kind of can give a regular perspective, you feel me, of an individual just living,
Yeah, that's quite important, I suppose, to not do music just to be famous, because most people that are successful probably never even intended to be famous, did they?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I think a lot of the time, if somebody genuinely believes they're going to be famous, there's maybe a little bit of an arrogance there, and they might think they're better than they actually are.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. That is big facts, man. Honestly.
And writing music about life experiences, do you think it's important to have music that people can relate to?
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely. Yeah. And that's what I try to make, because I'm a hip hop artist mainly, and it seems like a lot of hip hop is kind of towards being somebody that you're not, everybody can't be a gangster, everybody can't, have this same mindset, so, I'm just trying to give another perspective, man. You know what I mean? My own perspective, you feel me? And I could really care if people like it or not, but if people like it, it's amazing to me, you know what I mean? And I respect them, and they hold a special place in my heart, because I'm doing this for, the world,
Yeah.
That's facts.
And in terms of genre, would you describe yourself as hip-hop maybe, or a different thing?
It's hip-hop, conscious hip-hop, soulful hip-hop, yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And is hip hop what you always wanted to do, or did you maybe experiment in the past with a few other things?
Well, man, I've wanted to be a lot of things in my life. I can't lie. At the beginning, I wanted to be a dancer, man. Like I wanted to I love Michael Jackson, so, I was one of those people trying to do the moonwalk, one of them kids, trying to, pop lock, and as I got older, like my friend, cause I'm from Fontana, California. So dancing was really big when I was younger, like in my middle school to high school years, so, my friends started like really dancing, and I started really, really trying to get into it too, but I ended up moving to another state. So I just had to kind of I always had a passion for like poetry and music and whatnot, but that's when I started writing. When I moved to another state and I was kind of distanced from the people I knew, it kind of gave me a time to think for myself, and have my own mentality,
And rap is arguably poetry with music. So has your love of poetry helped you write?
Oh yes, definitely. It started with poetry. You get where I'm coming from? Like, I love to write what I put, you feel me, on the mic, because, it gives me time to really think and analyze what I'm doing here, gives me a goal to what I'm doing, if I just went on there and just started freestyling on the mic or anything like that, I feel like, I won't really be, I want to be able to make sure I can make a point with my music, so it's always great to have that poetry background, and honestly, a quick story, man. I remember I was in a situation, man, and I met this dude. He was a young dude. He was married and everything. And he was only like 21 or something. He was like 20 or something like that, right? And he told me he was a poet, right? I was like, you're a poet? Like, I was like, a poet? Like, I never met a poet before. You feel what I'm saying? Like a straight poet. And he was like, yeah, man, I really am. And he pulled out like 5 or 6 pads filled with nothing but poetry, man. So that inspired me right there. Like, I feel like, there's certain things in life that we go through that we can take as inspiration, or we can take it as many other things, So I thank God for the people that he's brought in front of me who inspired me to do what I'm doing now, and, like, honestly, to even make the music and put the music out, like, like, I don't care about how many people hear my music. Well, I do care, of course, but, just to put the music out, it was inspiration from many people, you know what I mean? Many stories, you know what I mean? So we trying to bring them stories to life in like a positive manner, so yeah, man.
And I think another thing as well is that with the internet these days, once you put something out there, it's out there forever. So if people aren't listening to it now, you never know, you could get people listening to it in 1,000 years.
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, absolutely. Your love of dance in the early days, has that helped you in the performance part of hip hop?
Yes, it has. It has. It kind of showed me like a work ethic, because I really worked hard to become a good dancer, and I became a good dancer, but I left. You know what I mean? So it didn't really matter. It just kind of brought me.
For children of Ukraine, innocence is in the firing line. Your donation will give them food and first aid, water and warmth. Visit unicef.ie to have an immediate impact now.
Welcome to the Betway Handicap Hurdle. They're under starters' orders, and they're off. Out in the lead early on is the favourite, Gaelic Runner, who is unbeaten in her last 3. Followed closely by the outsider, Oscar's Pal, who's failed to play so far this year.
Go on, Oscar's Pal!
So, who are you backing? Underdog or favourite? Visit Betway.com or download the app. 18 plus T's and C's apply. Dunlewy.net. Bet the responsible way.
to a realization, like, you know what I mean, never get comfortable in anything that you do, you know what I mean? So I found a comfortability in writing, you know, yeah, so it did help.
Yeah.
It did help me.
Now, I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but is there any way you could do a quick rap performance for us right now?
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course, sir. I won't hold you. Bars on my mental, so I'm kosher. They've been talking about the kid. I can hardly really hear him over loud ass dojo over ears with the clouds say my name. I might just reappear even now when your face. Wait, lyrically, the different in the race. Praise to the most high. You gonna see that I'ma make it. Amazing that I made it to this age, underrated. But we gonna make it count. Spread the love to the neighbors, the masses for the love. What's the magic? It's been lost with the classics and this music. Seeming malice with these words. I'm powerful, superb. Couple hours of the grind make the sorrowful superb. I'm just speaking for my work. Whoa, what is love when the love lost? Me and my ways, I keep chasing for that one eye. Water in my eyes, for I see there's only one God. My soul fear nothing but the most high. You don't know the story of the kid who had no fly, but know why he here by himself. Most dreams don't complete with the wealth that is love with the flesh in this maze. Wait, me seen the battle in my mind for this cage out of iron. So evaluate your time ticket. Wait, dazed in the car, mind tempted for the cash. I was young, learning how to make this money fast on the run, moving state to state, never knowing where I'm going, down yonder where I'm from. I used to be a bum, walked to churches for lunch. Wait, broken in my heart, but he told me don't give up. Though you're young, you grow to show the love. When it's lost, now it's lost. Wait, me, I'm just a figment of perspective. Please visualize this message if you can, in demand for the truth. While they standing they stupid in an active illusion for a war. The battle for the soul. Wait, battle for the gold till it's lost. Battle for the pigment of the skin we dissolve at the end. Flesh demons seem attached to. Jesus got my back. Move, I'm different than you've ever seen. A handful. Thank you so much for listening, bro.
Wow, that was incredible.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, man.
Was that on the spot, or is that a song that you've written before?
It's actually poetry. It's actually some poetry that I've written. I'm actually making a song with that right there. So I kind of gave you something that's unreleased, you know. But it means a lot to me because it kind of has a little bit of my story, you know. So I've been just trying to get it perfect, like on the perfect beat. Like I've had a couple of ideas with it, you know, had a feature that was going to jump on it, but I just created the song for it. It came out really, really good recently. Actually yesterday. Yeah, we about to release that pretty soon, man, you know. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So if you weren't a hip-hop artist, what do you think you would be doing? Would it be the dancing, or do you think it would be something completely different right now?
And I'll probably just be doing what I do on the side, and that's working a 9 to 5, man. You know, or if music wasn't my thing, man, I'm one of those people who just, you know, I tried to find what I'm good at and what I love to do, and I just try to work at it as hard as possible, you know, understanding that I had to work as well, you know. So I'm just like, I'll probably be doing the same thing I'm doing, just on another side, you know. But dancing, you know, I love dancing, so maybe I'll probably do it again in the future, you know. Maybe I can intertwine that with like my rapping, you know, in the future when I'm doing shows. You never know, you know. That will always be my love, you know.
Yeah. Do you have any particular dream to leave the 9 to 5 and do this music full time?
Oh, yes, of course, sir. You know, I want to get paid for doing this. Like, I don't, like, you know, at least just make enough to be okay. You know, like, you know, to be able to do my music full time, and it'll help me create better music. You know, I feel like not worrying about, but right now I got it pretty flush. I work from home at a call center. You know, my hours are really good, you know, so it's like I'm getting close to that point. You get where I'm coming from. I'm not leaving, you know what I mean, to go to work, but we're trying to actually get out of the whole circle and start creating, build this legacy, just like you are, sir. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we try and build a legacy. We're different. You feel what I'm saying? And we're trying to inspire the next generation. See, that's the thing about me, sir. It hit me when you said, you know, when your music is out there, you know, I mean, when you put it out on the internet, it's there forever. You know, I'm a full believer in that because I'm trying to make a change 10 years from now. I don't expect people to resonate, you know, to my music right now. You know what I mean? We're in the midst of chaos. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
But after the storm, people are going to need something to listen to, you know, and I just inspire people, you know, to check out Peacemaker J. You know, we try and put that love in the music. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, absolutely. And do you ever come up with some poetry and music in between calls in your job?
No, I don't want to get fired. They'll probably fire me. But I have told people, a couple of people, like, you know, people like when I be like making my sales, you know, because I work in sales, they seem to like me and whatnot. So sometimes I'll be like, yeah, you know, if you know, they'll say they like some kind of conscious music or something. I'll be like, hey, you know, maybe you should check out Peacemaker J. He's a really good artist, you know, whoop de whoop whoop, you know, and we go from there. You know where I'm coming from? But yeah, I try not to, you know, I need my job. You know, I have children, I have 3 kids, and I'm doing this music for my kids. So I need this job for my kids because, you know, they're my loves, you know, here, you know, God first, my kids, then me, you feel me, on top. Straight up, man.
And do your kids enjoy your music?
Actually, yeah, my kids love my music. Thank God. They do love my music. I can't lie about that. You know, and you know, actually my son, he actually is like a little artist. He likes to draw, you know, and I'm trying to get him to kind of draw my artwork, you know, kind of get him on, you know, but yeah, I actually have him on one of my songs, like, you know, saying like, hey, Peacemaker music, you know, and that song they really like too. So sometimes, you know, when they feel like it, they'll come in here, they'll record a couple bars, you feel me? We'll try to put it all wax, but both of the songs that my sons have done, they haven't finished them yet. But, you know, yeah, man, but mainly I'm just trying to inspire my kids. You know, they see me doing music all the time, you know, so I'm just trying to inspire them, you know, even though you're a daddy, you know, you don't give up on your dreams. You know where I'm coming from, and you still work and you support your children. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like, you know, like I just realized that like great people, they have great parents who have great work ethics, you know, and their kids watch them. You feel what I'm saying? As simple as that, you know, and they build off that, you know what I mean? So like, I'm just trying to show my kids, like, you know, whatever you dream, you chase them up, you know what I mean? Because even if you don't make it, life just ain't regular if you ain't chasing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what is life without purpose, sir? You know what I mean? It's miserable. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have a purpose here because you do have a purpose here. Everybody is here for a reason. You know, simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what's coming up for you? I guess you've got that song coming out that you performed for us, but is there anything else on the way?
Yeah, man, I got that song. I really got a whole EP coming out pretty soon. Whoa. Maybe in about a week, maybe sooner. It's called Be You, man. And it's just saying, hey, be you. You know, don't be nobody else. Yeah, so I'm hype about this month.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, in the meantime, where can we check out all your music? Is it in the usual places?
Oh, yes, sir. You can actually check me out on all platforms. I go by the name of Peacemaker J. You can Google that. But if you can, please check me out on YouTube. I'm trying to get my YouTube subscribers up. So I'm Peacemaker J on everything. And if you need to find my Instagram or anything, if you type me in Peacemaker J on like Google, my Instagram and everything, Twitter will pop up for you as well. But yeah.
Yeah, smashing. Well, many thanks for coming on the show today. Stay safe and we'll see you later.
Thank you, man. Be safe, man. Have a wonderful
Left, right. For children of Ukraine, innocence is in the firing line. Your donation will give them food and first aid, water and warmth. Visit unicef.ie to have an immediate impact now.
The throbbing pulse of sound. The Toby Gribbon Show.